Hi, welcome to my analytics channel. For this demonstration, I will be performing the polymorphism operator overloading by using a plus sign to concatenate two strings. And to perform this, our machine problem is to compute the tuition fee by rate per unit multiplied by the number of units. Okay, so let's start our demonstration for this polymorphism operator overloading. First, we need to include our library input-output stream because our program requires an input-output operation. So later, we will display our tuition fee. Okay, then we have our using namespace std for our cin and cout. Okay, first thing to do is you are going to create the class. Our name of the class is computation. This is a user-defined class name. So you can name your class whatever you want. Okay, then inside this class, we will set the data. Then we will display the tuition fee and we create our class as an operator for us to do the concatenation. And for the main method, of course, we will create an object, okay, the for the fees that we're going to perform in this demonstration, and to call out also our function. Okay, first thing is we will use a private access specifier for our fees, let's say fees. And also we have also to set our public access specifier so that this particular fees can be accessed, okay, and be applied here in our function. Example, the name of our function is total fees. Then our parameter is f. Okay, for the fees, that's for the fees. Then our fees, which is set as private, okay, can now be accessed. Next is we will create our function. Okay, sorry. We'll create our function for the display of the tuition fee. So we will use this void. Then the name of the function display. Then the parameter. So we have an empty parameter here because the requirement for this is just to display the total tuition fee. Tuition fees. Okay. Later we will fix that. Then before we create our operator for this, we need first to have our, wait, we need first to create our object because we will going to access this one. Okay, so we will create first the object. Okay, so our class name is computation. Okay, then this particular total fees can be our object number one. Okay, later we will add another object if after we done. Okay, for this one because we will be supplying a data for this obj1 one dot total fees. Okay, then our parameter here, the first parameter that we pass for this is our rate per unit. For example, we have 1,000 pesos. Okay, then since this is operator overloading, we will create first the our operator here. So what you can do here is you have to use this name here for our operator. Okay, then you type the operator keyword, sorry, followed by the plus sign. Then your parameter would be the name of your class and then the parameter to be passed, because we'll be passing a second parameter here. Then open and close. Okay. So after that, we will have our temporary variable for the computation. Okay, this is our operator. Then we have to, since this fees now can be accessed, so fees multiplied by the this parameter that we pass. Okay, this is the function or the operator overloading, sorry, that fees. Okay, so then this is your variable temp to access the fees. However, we need first the another variable for this one, obj2 total fees, and this obj2 is now your obj that fees. Example, we have 10. Okay, because this one, the fees is the 1,000. So the first that we pass, okay, our fees is 1,000. Okay, since we make some operator overloading here, operator overloading, so this one, okay, this can be our fees, but of course we have to declare our obj2. Okay, for concatenation purposes of this particular object, using the same function, okay, and we overload that an operator. So all you have to do is to create another object to concatenate of this to concatenate this object. So we need to add obj3 here, so that 3 to concatenate this obj1 plus, or that's not plus, a concatenation obj. Okay, then we are not yet done here, because we need first, because we're expecting this to be displayed here. Okay, so we have, of course, we need this variable here. Then we need to return this, so that the result of this will be passed here in our fees. So return no bar temp. Okay, our variable. Okay, that's how we return that here. Then after that, the next is, are we done with this one? We have to display this tuition fee. Okay, so now, since why we concatenate this, because this one can be concatenated here and fees is our 1000, and obj fees value is 10. So we need to concatenate this particular value here for the computation. Okay, so then let's display the obj tree that will access our display. Okay, display here like that. Okay, so let's run first. I'm sorry. Okay, let's check first before we run it. Actually, you can add if you want to display your rate per unit so that you are not confused. So see out rate per unit here. That's the rate per unit. And the other one is see out number of units. Okay. Um, okay, and you add some end line here for the display. This one. Okay. Then I think we need to apply here, since this is an amount, the fixed set precision for the two decimal places. Precision 2. Okay, to be applied in our fees. Since we need this one, so we have to include input output manipulation for that. Okay, set precision. So let's check first our code before we run it. Okay, so what we did here is we create the class. So we have um, created the private access specifier for our fees and the public access specifier for our total fees. And we have the parameter f here so that you can access this particular function here in our method. Okay, then we create our method display using the void. Then we display our tuition fee, and this part is our operator. Okay, this one, you create your class operator. So the name is computation, followed by the operator keyword and the plus sign. So in the parameter is our class name and your parameter, because this parameter is referring to this one, okay, for the next object, because the first object that we created is for the fees, okay, for this one. So since this is operator overloading, so we need to concatenate the two objects, okay. So this is the fees for the rate per unit, which is 1000, and this one is for this particular value. Okay, then as you can see, we create here another, it's just like an object we create here. The name is bar temp. Then we access the fees. Okay, so our fees we access, then we concatenate the two object here. Okay, the fees, this one. Okay, for the OVJ1 and OVJ2, sorry. Okay, so this OVJ1 is for this particular fees. For example, in OVJ2, this particular piece. Okay, then we concatenate the two, so that's the reason why we create another object. And the third object is to access this function to display our total tuition fee. Okay, so let's run this code. Oh, there's an error where there's a return value. Okay, total fees. There should be a return value for the total fees. So we have to incorporate here, sorry, this one. Okay, return fees. Then let's check again. Okay, there we have it. So 1000 and multiplied by 10. Actually, you can, this is our operator. You can have like this, do some division. Okay, let's try if it is working. Okay, that's division. Okay, that's 10. How about the, okay, subtraction? You can also do that. Subtraction, because that is our operator of the class. Oh, that's 90. And okay, division, we have the addition. You can do some addition here. Okay, okay, that's it. So this is the simple demonstration of the polymorphism operator overloading. So I hope that you learn this demonstration. Okay, so thank you for watching.